Continuing the conversation about speaking up when it comes to your own health as we celebrate women's voices this month. Our next guest knew something was wrong and she needed a doctor to listen. It led to a breast cancer diagnosis at the young age of 22. Please welcome Emily Hayes. Good morning to you, Emily, and I'm so glad that you found help. Let's talk about your journey. First of all, how many doctors did you have to see before you finally got that diagnosis and got someone to agree to give you a mammogram?
So I saw my primary care physician. At that time, the cancer wasn't very physically evident, so I went about a couple more months, saw an OBGYN. He didn't look at it, and I think that's more of like an age thing. They're like not too worried about that. He gave me a couple different things to work on, like inflammation and caffeine, so cutting caffeine out of my diet, taking anti-inflammatories when I was in pain kind of situation. And then a few months after that, I was like, okay, this isn't going away. And I went back to my primary care physician and she looked at it and went, we're getting some diagnostic imaging done. And that's when they sent me to the Rose.
What led you on this journey in the first place? Did you have sort of an innate sense going on, or did you feel a lump? What led you down this journey to begin with?
Yes. So it sounds really weird, but I was lucky. My cancer was very physically evident and painful. It kind of presented almost like at first that the nipple was erect. And then it started to get where there was a ring of tissue around the nipple, and it was painful and itchy and like a nerve kind of way, not in a way that you could just take a Benadryl or something and it goes away. So I was oddly lucky that it was painful, and that also helped in me advocating for myself.
Oh, what a blessing, because you're right. So often you hear that there's no pain at all involved with it. So tell me about your experience with the Rose and how they were able to help you.
They were amazing. To give like a little bit of backstory, my mom has always gone there. She loves them. She personally knows Dorothy Gibbons, and I knew that eventually I would be going to the Rose to get my mammograms. I didn't think it would be this early, but I was so thankful that they were there for me throughout the process, that they made everything very easy. Everyone there was so nice and just supportive during the biopsy, during the imaging. It was, if anyone needed something, like any form of imaging, I would suggest the Rose. And it doesn't matter. The nice thing is it doesn't matter if you have insurance.
Yes, that's such a huge blessing for so many people. And Emily, we're almost out of time, but I just want to ask you about how you feel the importance is for all women, especially young ones, to make sure that you get your voice heard, and that sometimes you have to be assertive to have others listen and perhaps believe how you're feeling about your body and something that could be wrong.
Absolutely. You just have to remember that doctors are people too, and they have learned all these different things that tell them, oh, well, it's not like statistically normal for a young woman to have these issues. So when you're going to the doctor's office, just remember that they've been taught these things, and you need to like break through those thoughts. You need to like stop them from thinking certain things and make them listen to you.
Well, Emily, I'm so glad you're doing well. Keep up the good work, and I hope you remain healthy forever from now on. Take care of yourself.
Thank you.